How to close SMMA clients easily without cold calling. What's up, guys? It's your boy Jordan, and I'm back at it again with another video. I got a lot of people reaching out, asking me to do a video on how to close more clients. I know that is one of the most important things to get your business to run. That video, or this video I should say, is created but for the people that asked, the people that wanted it. So Dave A and Martin wanted to see a video on closing more clients, and that is exactly what we're going to be talking about today. Real quick before I jump into the video, my channel is all about documenting my journey to building a 6 to 7 figure agency, which we are really close to 6 figures. We're about one client away, which we do have an appointment today, I believe. Let's take a look. Yes, we do have an appointment today. We had an appointment on Friday, and we have another appointment on Thursday. So hopefully we close the client and get to that 6-figure mark. And before we continue, if you guys, my YouTube channel is growing really fast. As you can see, we have a whopping 43 subscribers already. You know what I'm saying? So let's try to get this to 100 subscribers. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, follow the journey. It's all about me passing on my experience and my mistakes, so that way you guys don't have to make the same mistakes, and hopefully shortcut your agency and grow your business ASAP. Let's see, is there anything else I want to talk about before we continue? Boom, 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 boom. No, not really. Let's go ahead and just jump right into the video. So, closing digital marketing agency clients, prospects, leads, whatever it is, we need to make some sales, guys. That's bottom line. So, rules and topics of this video, the things I'm gonna be teaching. Before I jump into rules and topics, in order, obviously, sales is the most important part of your business. Like, obviously, if you are a master of delivering your service, right? If you are having a ton of leads come in, you have your lead generation system in place, you're the best digital marketing person in the world, but none of that matters if you cannot close a prospect. You can't close a lead, you can't make a sale, right? So I'm not saying I'm the best salesman, I'm not the best closer or whatever, but I'm going to be teaching you what has worked for me, how I've been closing my clients. And honestly, guys, you don't have to be a great closer to have a 6-figure agency, to be honest. And I'm going to teach you guys the alternative as well. So stay tuned for that. It's super exciting. Conversing is like a game of tennis, right? That's something to keep in mind when you are talking to your prospect. Is, you know, you guys are conversing. It's like a game of tennis. You say something, you hit the ball over, they're gonna say something, and the ball is just gonna go back and forth, right? So that is like a game of tennis. So whenever you're on the phone with your lead and you're talking, you always kind of want to end your sentence with some type of call to action or some type of question for them to answer. So, for example, if I say something like, if the prospect asks, "Oh, what do you do?" and you reply with "Oh, I do digital marketing," right? That's kind of like an ending of a sentence. You didn't really hit the tennis ball back. You want to do, you want to say something that the other person will be able to reply to. All right, so that's like a game of tennis. Number 2 is you need a script to guide your prospect in the direction that you want, right? So all the leads that is coming in, and you're jumping on the call with these prospects, it's like a funnel, right? They're jumping in, and you want to funnel them into a sale. See that? That's my funnel right there. Boom. You want to funnel them into a sale. In order to do that, you need to have a script. A script is going to take them from point A to point G in the sale, right? So point A to point G, and that's the script. It's going to take them down into a funnel to be able to make that sale. You always lead the conversation. You never want the prospect to lead the conversation, lead the call or whatever it is that you guys are talking in. Sorry, my nose is itchy. Right? So right in the beginning, and I'm going to show you how to automatically lead that conversation. You need to establish that right in the beginning of the call. You control the conversation, you control where it goes, and that's how you're going to be funneling them in to the sale. All right? Close the gap of trust. So closing the gap of trust is basically when you are hopping on a call with a prospect for the first time. You don't know them, they don't know you. There's this gap of trust, right? See, that's a gap of trust. And the whole purpose of this call is to slowly close the gap of trust. There's trust issues right here, right? Mistrust. The whole time we are trying to close that gap, and the closer we are to closing that gap of trust, the more willing they are to move forward with your services. All right? To be interesting, you must be interested. What you put out is what you get back. So I think I talked a little bit about this in my previous video. Is you gotta care about their business. Obviously you do, because you're in this industry. You're trying to help businesses grow, but you really gotta show it through this call, right? They don't know. Like I said, there's trust issues here. We gotta close that gap of trust. So you gotta be interested in their services, in their business. And a lot of mistakes that people do when they're hopping on a call with a prospect is they just talk about themselves, right? Like, oh, our business did X amount of leads this month, we closed this many sales, we have this software, we have these features, blah 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 blah, right? We want to talk about them, we want to be interested in them, so that way we can frame our services, tailor our services, our message to fit their needs, their desires, their pain points, and really get them to see that we are their only solution, right? That's the goal here. And obviously you got to be prepared for objections. I know maybe some of you guys have already hopped on calls, so you guys already do know the type of objections that are going to be coming your way. If you don't know the objections and you haven't made any if you haven't gotten any calls with your prospects, then, because at the beginning, obviously, I didn't know what the objections were going to be. So as you gain more experience with getting on the calls with these prospects, you're going to know the objections. You're going to want to write them down, record the calls if you can, so that way you know the objections. And I literally wrote down all the objections in my notes, and then how I should be replying to it, pretty much. All right, so by the end of the call, your prospect should want to buy from you, right? That you're not tricking them, you're not lying to them in any single way. You're not a car salesman. I shouldn't even say that. Car salesman is not. It's nothing bad about being a car salesman, but you're not a sleazy salesperson, right, guys? You're not lying. You're not tricking them into anything. You're not saying anything that's unethical. Your prospect should want to buy from you, and that's really the goal of this call. And I'm going to be teaching you guys, never forget to do this one thing that will close 85% of your prospect. It's so important to do this one thing. I'm going to talk about it at the end of the video. The prospect must understand that you are hopping on a call to see if they are a good fit for you, not the other way around. So prior to hopping on a call, you do not want to come off as desperate. You're chasing this prospect to become your client. They shouldn't feel like you are trying to sell them anything in any way. Obviously, there's a service that you provide, and it's a service that they need, and you guys are just hopping on a call to see if you guys are a good fit for each other. Not if they're a good fit for you, not if you're a good fit for them. This is business. Both parties has to have some type of benefits, right? So if you feel like they aren't a good fit for you, if you're on a call with them and you feel like they're not going to be a good client, because there are prospects before where we hopped on a call and they're just straight up, like, you could just tell, obviously they're not going to be a good client. They're going to be a headache, right? And if you feel that way, guys, just go ahead and just say how it is. Like, hey, I don't think that we're going to be a good fit for each other. Thank you for your time, and go your separate ways. But don't just take on clients because to take on clients, guys, and don't feel that way either. And I'm going to be talking about that a little bit later on how to detach your emotions from, you know, feeling like you have to chase that prospect and you have to close that client, right? And you're going to cry and stuff. So I've talked about this a little bit earlier, but if you suck at talking on the phone or feel uncomfortable, there is an alternative, right? At the beginning, guys, I'm telling you guys, I am terrible at talking on the phone. I do not like talking on the phone. I'd rather text. I'd rather email. You know, one of the reasons why I got into this business is because I don't like talking to people or talking to people I don't know. I just prefer it that way. But there is an alternative. And that's not to say that you shouldn't get on the phone with your prospect. As always, if you're a business owner, this is a skill that you should learn anyways, or get comfortable with, or even just understand how the process works. And I'm going to be diving into that. That's something that's so important for most of you guys who feel that you are not a good, you know, salesperson. You're not good at talking on the phone. You're not good at talking to your prospects, and it's costing you money because you're not able to close these leads. And the last rule here is don't cry if your prospect does not want to move forward with you. You tried everything, and the prospect still doesn't want to move forward with your services, and that is okay. I'm gonna be talking about that a little bit in the end on how to detach your emotions from rejections, pretty much. And I remember when I first started, I'm being 100% honest with you guys. I remember I was on the phone and, you know, the conversation just did not go well. I didn't have my script perfected. I didn't really take them through this funnel. And believe me, guys, I was devastated because, you know, I had this prospect, this lead that I thought was going to become a client. And he was like, you know what, I'm just not interested. Email me the stuff. And obviously that just means, no, we're not moving forward with you. And I was just like heartbroken, man. So I'm gonna teach you guys how to detach the information, your emotions, how to come back with some of the objections that I've seen a lot. So we'll go into all of that. So before the call, guys, it's so important that you have a clear understanding of your prospects' wants, desires, and pain points. Even if you are new to this, you still want to study your niche and have a good understanding of what your prospect wants. Obviously, all of your prospects wants more business, but honestly, you know, some of them, they already have a lead generation system in place. Maybe they're already working with another company, and maybe you can provide a cheaper alternative, you know, like less costs per acquisition or cost per leads. You can decrease that, or you can make it more easier, you can make it more automated. Whatever it is, you got to understand your niches want, your prospect wants. Don't just assume that, you know, they just want new leads or whatever that you guys are offering, right? SEO, whatever it is. Make sure that you are in a quiet room with no interruptions. Honestly, sometimes my mom will be knocking on the door, you know, when I'm on the phone with these prospects. So just make sure that you're in a quiet room with no interruptions. Use your phone with headphones so that your hands are free and you're able to take notes and you're able to express with, you know, hand gestures. It really helps with being able to use that right tonality with your prospects, right? If I'm just sitting here talking with and not being able to wave my hands around, you know, I feel like there's less energy, right? Movement is going to cause energy, right? So the more we move, the more energy we're able to produce. All right. So record the call if possible. This is pretty important. If possible, I would record your guys, not me, but record your own conversation with the prospects, just because that way you could go back and listen in on the calls and see areas that you can improve. You know, obviously record the objections and all of that. That's pretty obvious there. If you guys can't, it's okay. I would just, you know, do off my memory right after the call. Just go ahead and see where things you could have done better. Lose all emotional baggage from the day or previous call. I get it. Everyone, you know, doesn't have a great day. You know, we have a bunch of stuff going on throughout the day, but you need to lose your emotions from your day and the previous call, your previous rejections or whatever. Go ahead and hop on this call, Mr. Brand New, and close that lead, man. Close that lead and be excited. All right. So the script, guys. Part 1, small chat. We want to establish some type of rapport within that first 2 to 5 minutes. And like I said, the whole purpose of the call is to close that gap of trust, guys. Trust issues. So it could be simple, guys, like anything like, hey, John, how's your week going? And just go ahead and play a little bit of tennis with them, right? Back and forth. Where are you calling from today? How's the weather over there? What time is it over there? Whatever it is, just go ahead and build some type of rapport. How many kids you guys got? Whatever it is, whatever you feel comfortable, whatever that fits your niche or whatever, right? I said whatever 4 times there. And then after you build a little bit of rapport within that first 2 to 5 minutes, you can go ahead and say, all right, we can go ahead and get started with this call now. Is that okay with you? And then they're going to say, all right, let's get started. So part 1, small chat. Part 2, taking the lead, right, guys? So at the beginning of the call, we want to establish that we are going to lead this conversation, not them. If they're going to lead this conversation, they're just going to get all the information they want, and they're going to be like, peace out, all right? And you're not going to be able to close them over the phone. So we're going to want to say, so I'd like to get a better understanding of you and your business goals. So I'm going to start off by asking you a few questions, and then you can go, and then I can go ahead and share with you, or that's in, okay, oh, that's in the second one. So I'd like to get a better understanding of you and your business goals. So I'm going to start off by asking you a few questions. Is that okay with you? I use this line because most of my prospects who hop on a call with me, they already have an understanding. They already have an understanding of what I do. I send all my leads to a kind of like a webinar, a website with a video explaining what I do, how I've been able to generate success for all of my clients. So when they hop on this call, they already pretty much know what I do. So right now I obviously need to just have a better understanding of what they're looking for, right? It's just like you're going to go visit a doctor. Obviously the doctor is not going to be like, all right, here are the he's not going to just prescribe you a bunch of medicines, right? Because he doesn't know what you need, right? So he's going to start off by asking you questions. And maybe for some of you guys, if you're hopping on a call with a prospect for the first time and they don't know what you're doing, right? I don't know where you found them, or how they found you. This is a second line that you could use. I like to get a better understanding of you and your business goals. So I'm going to start off by asking you a few questions. Then if it sounds like we're a good fit, I will explain what I have to offer and how everything works. Then you may make a decision whether you want to be a part of it or not. Is that okay with you? Most of the time, if they're not jerks, they're going to be, yes, that is okay. Let's go ahead and move forward. Wait for the okay to move forward. And sometimes you're gonna have prospects that go, if they want their questions to be answered right away, they're gonna be like, no, I just want to know what the price is. I just want blah blah blah. You're gonna say, in order for this call to work, I need to get a better understanding of you by asking you a few questions before we move forward. Is that okay with you? So we're just gonna revert back to our script. And we want them to say, okay, if they're not okay with it, then chances are they're not going to be a good client, guys. They're just trying to get their information, and they're going to go, peace out. All right, thank you very much. And that's it, right? So we want them to go down our funnel to increase our chances of them actually making that sale. So that's really important, guys. Make sure you take that lead. Obviously, every niche is going to be different. And don't copy the script word for word, guys. This is just like the baseline. Use it and get creative with it. All right. Part 3, figure out why they're on the phone with you, right? So this is where we're going to ask some questions and have a better understanding of what they're looking for. So that way we can tailor our message, our service to their needs. So John, tell me a little bit of why you wanted to hop on a call with me today, right? So see that right there, you're framing it in a way where they wanted to be on a call with you, not the other way around. You're the doctor here, right? They come into your office and they're trying to figure out how you can help them, right? And obviously we gotta know why they're here. So once you ask this question, they're gonna tell you, I saw that you do XYZ, and then you want to dig deeper on why they're on a call with you with some probing questions. Obviously, the client is going to hop on a call with you, but they're not gonna pour out their everything to you, right, guys? They're not going to just hand you a platter. Oh, you were exactly what we needed. We needed, SEO, and you're the perfect guy for it, and so we saw you and hop on a call with you. They're not going to say that, guys. They're going to say other things, and you want to dig deeper and get them to say that they need you, right? That's the goal, is to get them to say, Jordan, I need your SEO services. I need your lead generation services. Can you help me? That's exactly what we want them to say. All right. So some of the probing questions is, what do you mean by that? Tell me more about that. Why do you think that problem exists? What else have you tried? What were the results? How long have you been dealing with this? How long have you been doing this? Right. And you're going to dig deeper. They're going to spill more of their pain points. And that's when we can use those pain points and use it back on, basically give it back. Basically, use that so that we can tailor our services to those pain points and make that sale. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Part 4, understanding their current situation. So right now they are at point A. They want to get to point B. However, there's this gap. They can't get there. You are that bridge, right? And in order to build that bridge and help them see that you can build that bridge, we need to understand their current situation and where they want to go, right? So we asked this, we figured this out by asking, so what are you selling? What services, obviously what services they offer, okay? I sell homes, whatever, right? I sell gym passes. We own a gym, whatever it is. What are your prices, right? How much are they spending? How much are they currently spending for a lead, a new customer? How much is a new gym membership? How much is a new free trial worth to them? Whatever it is, guys, like I said, every niche is different. Who is their ideal customer? We want to figure out their ideal customer. Oh, my ideal customer for my gym are 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds. Oh, my home buyers are, 30-year-olds. They're nurses, whatever it is, guys. We want to figure out their ideal customers, right, guys? What has worked and what hasn't? Maybe the business owner, yeah, we tried this other lead generation SEO services, didn't work too well. Or we did try this SEO service and it got good results, but it was too expensive. Whatever it is, right? We want to understand their pain points so that way we could tailor our services to match their pain points. And we have the asterisk sign down here. Get them to talk about their pain points so you have a clear understanding on how to build that bridge to get them from their current situation to where they want to be. Point A, point B, you're that bridge. And in order to build that bridge, we need to understand their current situation. Part 5, gather intel and pain points. We want to gather as much intelligence as possible, gather as much pain points as much as possible. And remember, guys, these prospects, they're not going to go straight out and tell you guys, yeah, our SEO, man, didn't work. Our Facebook ads aren't working. Our Google ads aren't working. It's terrible. They're not going to say some of that. They're not going to say that. They're going to say, and this is what I've heard, yeah, I've worked with other companies and it's been going, pretty decent. I'm getting leads in here and there, but, I'm keeping my options open. And the reason they say that is because they don't want to confess. They don't want to feel like they're being sold to. If they spill out the platter to you, they're going to feel that you have that upper hand and, you have an advantage to sell them. So they're not going to say that. And that's why we want to keep asking questions and digging deeper. The more you listen, the more sales you make. All right, guys. So do less talking, do more listening. You got 2 ears, 1 mouth. Listen more. All right. How are you currently getting customers? Right. They're going to be, we're doing Facebook ads, SEO, Google ads. We're doing flyers. We're relying on referrals, word of mouth, whatever it is. Do you know how much it's costing you to get a new customer? Do you currently have a system in place to get customers on demand? What is your revenue goal that you are trying to reach per month? And this is really important, guys. We really want to get a specific dollar figure so that way you can associate you and your service to their income. They're going to say, my goal is to get 10 new leads per month and we're trying to hit $20,000 in monthly revenue, right? And that way you could tailor your services. All right, so we can, in order to get you from 5,000 in revenue to 20,000 revenue, we're gonna have to generate you X amount of leads, and that way you know, if you understand what you do, you should have a ballpark figure on how the system is going to work for them. Part 6, releasing control. Okay, John, so you're looking to generate 10 new leads per month, and you want to make $50,000 per month. What is stopping you from achieving that goal on your own? So they're going to say something like, listen for these 3 magic statements before moving forward. They're going to say something along the lines of the inability to do it on their own. They want to do it faster because they don't have the time to do so. And number 3, they want someone that has a proven system, and they can have guidance from someone that has actually done it, someone that is an expert at this, right, guys? So this is where they're gonna say, you know, they're pretty much saying they need you, right? But they're not gonna go out flat out say, hey, we're looking to hire you, right? They're never gonna say that, or chances are they're not likely to say that. Part 7, gaining commitment, guys. Okay, John, so you're currently generating 2 leads of customers, 2 leads per month. Why not just stay where you are? What made you decide to grow your business now, right? So this is where we're gonna gain their commitment. They're gonna say something, you know, I want to grow my business. My business is declining. We can't stay stagnant. We want to grow, right? So this is where, all right, you know, we need you. We need your services, right? So this is them saying that they need you. Why not just stay where you are? What made you decide to grow your business now, right? And then part 8, guys. Part 8, acknowledge that gap. Point A and point B. Current situation where they want to be. All right, John, I can definitely help you with that. Would you like me to share with you how we do things to help clients just like you? And we're gonna go into, and real quick, I don't really need to do this part 8, because like I said, I send all my leads to a website where it explains everything I do. So prior to them, in order for them to book a call with me, they already have an idea of what I do and what I've done. They see my case studies and everything on my website. So that definitely helps, saves time, and that way you don't have to, and they can actually visually see your case studies instead of having to hear you out on the phone, right, guys? And I have gotten calls where they got on and they're like, oh, I didn't see your website. I didn't see your case studies. I didn't see your website. I don't really know exactly what you do. And they end up saying, oh, well, I'll get back to you. I want to check out the website. So it's always, I think it's a great idea for you to have some form of, you know, like I said in my previous video, make sure you watch my previous video, that you offer some type of value beforehand, before you hop on a call with a prospect or meet with a prospect, whether it's in a form of an ebook, a video, website, or something like that, guys, just so they have a better understanding of what you do. They can see your case studies and what you've done. That way you kind of gain a little bit more trust before you hop on that call with them. It's going to increase your chances with your prospects. All right, but if you haven't, go ahead and use this script, or go ahead and use this part right here. Part 9, bridging that gap from current situation to where they want to be. You want to frame the solution best way possible to solve their problem. This is where you can share a brief background about yourself, about your business, about your company, what you've done, case studies, your description of services, what you do, just a little bit, guys, and guarantees if you have any. Gauge their interest, but you could ask, does this sound like something you can see working for you? Is this, do you see ask something along those lines, guys. I think I've asked, is there any reasons why you wouldn't want to get started today? And you know, that was a really powerful question, because the client was like, he actually said, oh no, you know, I see this is something, you know, something I've been looking for. All right, boom, close it over the phone. All right, and then and if they do, they're gonna have questions, they're gonna have concerns, and it's just really basic questions that they're gonna ask you, and you go ahead and just answer those questions for them. All right, so part 10, sharing your offer. When you are sharing your offer and how your business operates, these are for the people, you probably have to restate it anyways, whether they did see your website or they didn't. All right, so you must talk about your service at a high level and keeping it vague. You do not want to go into details about how your services work and all the features that it has. You know, we do chatbots, we do landing page and the conversion rates, and then we're gonna set you up with you know, pop-ups, email notifications. Look, guys, boom. The focus is to not sell your service. This is so important, guys. All right, in this video, guys, this is so important. So listen up. The focus is to not sell your service. The focus is to sell the value and the outcome that your prospect is going to get. Your prospect doesn't care about what you do, guys, because they are getting bombarded by 50 to 100 other companies a month, a week, a day, whatever, guys. Look, don't sell your service. That is so important. Do not focus on the service. Focus on the value. Focus on the outcome. All right. In order for us to get you to 50K, we need to do, you know, X, Y, and Z. Keep that vague, but focus on the value. Focus on the outcome. And the reason for this psychology behind it is because you want your prospect to keep their mind fixated on the outcome and the value that they want and that you provide. You do not want them to start getting to think about your services, because then they're going to start asking questions on, oh, how does that work? Oh, well, yeah, my previous marketing company did the same thing and it didn't work, you know, or I've done it, it's so expensive. They're going to start coming up with objections in their head, guys. So focus on the value, focus on the outcome. All right, that is so important. Please read that, reread that sentence right here. Reread this like 6-10 times so that you guys understand. Focus on the value, focus on the outcome. Do not focus on your services and what you provide. Go over that briefly, but then get them to start shifting their focus back to the value, back to the outcome. All right, and your description of how your services works should be no more than 2 minutes, and it should not talk about any pricing yet. All right, guys, so again, so important. Focus on selling the value, selling the outcome, because if you sell the value, you can charge any price. All right, guys, if you're focusing on the service, you're not going to be able to charge that much. Believe that, guys. So important. All right, part 11, the pricing. This is where we can start talking about prices, right? Obviously, every niche is going to be different. Everyone's, you know, once we have a better understanding of the desires, pain points, we now understand how much work it's going to take from our end to put in for our potential client here. Man, I wish my shirt was looking a little bit neater. At this point, your prospect should know that you can get them from point A to point B, and the only information missing is the pricing. And so here's what you'll say when your prospect asks for the pricing, right? So they're going to say, well, all right, so cool, sounds great. So how much is it going to be? How much is it for your services? And you're going to say, well, my managing fee is whatever, $1,500 a month, and there's a setup fee of $1,000, a one-time setup fee of $1,000. But I found that those who make decisions quickly always turn out to be the best clients, and we do amazing work together. So for that reason, I have something called incentive-based pricing. If you decide to move forward with us on the call with me today or right now, then our new pricing will be $2,000, and you'll save an extra $500. So that's just kind of like, I actually got that script from Sam Ovens. If you guys don't know Sam Ovens, he's like a coach for coaches, I guess. Kind of like, I got the script from Sam Ovens. If you guys don't know who he is. Anyways, I got this specific incentive-based pricing script specifically from Sam Ovens, and the reason for this is that way, you know, obviously everyone wants to save money. It's kind of you adding a little bit of scarcity in there or some type of clock. And it's going to want to make your prospect want to move forward with you a little bit more. If everything else that you've done made sense to them and it's just the pricing, you know, they're going to want to take the incentive-based pricing. Okay? And so once you give the price, this is when you can shut up. This is where you don't have to say any more, do any more tennis games with them. You're going to state the price, and then you're just going to not say anything. All right? So you're going to stay quiet, until, and it might take a while, guys. They're gonna be thinking about it. They might think about the prices, right? If everything else made sense, they're gonna want to think about it. You know, it might be quiet. They're gonna think about it. All right, this is how it's gonna work. This is how it's gonna go. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So that's literally how it might sound like over the phone, because that has happened before, and it might last a couple minutes. Even if it lasts a couple minutes, let them think. Don't be, oh well, also the services. Don't forget about the guarantees. Don't say none of that. Just listen. Just stay quiet until we hear a line that goes along the lines of this. All right. What's the next step? How do I get started? Okay, let's do it. How do we move forward? How do we do it? All right. Awesome. Well, I can help you get started right now if you like. Okay. Well, how do we do that? How do we do the payments? We can do credit card over the phone. We can do credit card over the phone. This part is how Sam Ovens does it. But what I normally do, guys, is I send a proposal via DocuSign or HelloSign. They'll read the proposal and sign they'll sign the proposal along with the credit card authorization. So I send over a proposal. I don't take credit card over the phone. You could probably, just because, in my opinion, I don't know if prospects feel comfortable with handing over a credit card information with a new, with the person they're just talking with for the first time over the phone. So I mean, I normally send a proposal. That's just how I do it. You could do it. You could accept credit card over the phone if you feel comfortable doing that. I just send the proposal, and then you're going to have to fill out the credit card authorization, well, if you accept the credit card over the phone. But for me, I just send it via DocuSign, HelloSign. It's just a service I use where they can just sign it, fill it out online. It's an electronic signature, so it's just really easy. Send it over, they sign it, gets back to you, and boom, you have a new client. All right. And I should actually make a video on creating a beautiful proposal, because ever since I had an initial proposal that was being sent out, and then I made a new proposal, and I made it into like a landing page type of proposal, where it's kind of like a squeeze page, where it's not just sign here and we'll get started with your services, but the proposal has, all the neat things, the case studies, video testimonials on the proposal, so that way that once you get off the phone, the lead could see all that on the proposal themselves, and it's going to make them want to move forward with you even more. So maybe I'll make that in a future video. If you want to see that, put a comment in the comment section below, and I'll make a video on that, on how to create a proposal that will get more prospects to sign. Part 13, objections, guys. There's going to be objections, right? And we do not want to accept any gray area answers, any maybes and stuff like that. We want a yes or a no. Make sure they understand that it is okay to say that they're not interested in the beginning of the conversation if needed. So it's okay for you to say, if this is something you feel that isn't for you, it's okay that you don't want to move forward. It won't hurt my feelings one bit, okay? All right. So here's some of the information. Here are some of the objections that I've heard pretty frequently. Send me more information via email or whatever, etc. And here's what you can say. I can definitely send you more information after our call, but while you have me on the phone here, I can help answer any other questions or concerns you may have. Is there anything I left out? Is there something I wasn't clear about? And then that way, like I said, you're digging a little bit deeper, and you can just answer it right there for them on the phone, right? Instead of putting the ball in their park and then waiting for them to reply to you, or for them to even read the information that you're sending over. Here's a good one. I need to talk to my partner, my wife, my team, whatever it is. And you can say something along the lines of, well, that's definitely important that you need to go over it with your partner, your wife, whatever. Do you know when you will speak to your partner? Is there and then you want to get a specific date. They're going to be like, yeah, I'll talk to my partner, tomorrow or whatever it is. And then that way you have a specific date and you tell them I'll follow up with you on that date, or at that time, whatever. And then the last objection here is, let me think about it. I want to think about it. Or maybe, it's too pricey, a little too expensive. It's a little bit out of my budget. And you can say, do you think the pricing is out of your budget? Because a lot of time it's always about money, right, guys? They can't afford it. And if they are thinking this way, if they think they can't afford the budget, or they don't want to pay for your services, then they have yet to see the value of your services. So if you haven't sold the outcome, the value well enough, then they're not willing to pay that premium price for your service, right, guys? So if you are trying to charge $4,000, $5,000 for your services, then you got to make sure that they see the value in that. And at this point, you may reduce the fee, or you can explain the value and outcome of your service. You can have the guarantees, whatever it is. And you can say something, well, if your goal is $50,000 a month and you're investing $4,000, then we would only need to produce X amount of clients for you per month for you to recoup and profit on your investment. So restate the guarantee if you have one, and how the value that you are going to be providing. All right. Part 14. This is the one thing that you do not want to forget doing. The fortune is in the follow-ups, guys. You must always have a follow-up process if they don't decide over the phone. What I normally do is I send 5 follow-up emails over a 2-week span after the call until they respond with a yes or a no. So follow-up emails are really important, guys. A lot of time these leads are going to want to think about it. They're going to have whatever it is. You want to send your follow-up emails. You got to have that system in place. And I use a software called, there's a lot of out there. I use Gmass. There's Mailshake. There's Replyify. I'll probably make another video on follow-up email sequence, so that way you guys know what to say in your emails. And then really how to just go along with this process. If you want me to make a video on that, put in the comment section below. All right. I usually send the proposal after the call, and then send a follow-up email if they don't sign the proposal on that first day. The follow-up email should try to get a better understanding of what is stopping them from moving forward, and what you can do to help them comfortably move forward. So if they don't sign the proposal, I'm gonna ask something along the lines of, I noticed, did you receive the proposal? Did you get to read it? Is there anything else? Are there any other questions or concerns to help you move forward, right? And then they're gonna say, where's the pricing? It's this, that, and then that's how that's gonna work. And here's the alternative, guys. This is so powerful, because believe me, I suck at cold calling. I did suck. I'm a little bit better now, but honestly, here's an alternative that will save you a lot of money, guys. So first of all, before you use this alternative, you must go through a minimum of 10 to 50 calls yourself to see what is going wrong, right? If 10, 50 calls, you're gonna be able to close X amount of lead prospects, and then you're gonna not be able to close X amount of prospects. And then you want to figure out what went wrong. Is it you, your service? Is it your offer, your pricing, your value? What is it? Right? And then you're going to know what the objections are, and how that all the calls are going to go with your prospects. So you will know what your prospect goals and pain points truly are. And at this point, you may do this one thing, guys. This one thing. Hire a salesperson on a commission based. Luckily for me, I had a friend. All right, guys. So at the beginning, I made my calls myself, and I got a better understanding of my niche, my my potential clients, and I wasn't closing my clients. Like, I did get to close. I obviously did close a couple clients, but I didn't get to close it at the premium price that I wanted. At the beginning, I was closing for, $1,000, $500, and now we're closing at, anywhere from $2,500 to $3,500. And because I hired a salesperson who feels comfortable with, getting on the phone and closing, guys. And luckily, like I said, I had a friend that understands my industry, my digital marketing business. He understands my niche. So so I just felt like when I was hopping on the calls and I wasn't closing these leads, it was costing me money because obviously I'm spending money to get leads and I'm not closing them. So it's costing me money not closing these leads. So I just I reached out to my friend. I was like, hey, I'll pay you X amount if you can close these leads for me. And it just took the weight off my shoulders because, like I said, guys, I don't feel comfortable. I'm not the most comfortable with getting on the calls with these leads. And some of you guys might feel the same way. Some of you guys are, super at sales, right? You guys don't mind it. You guys are good at it. So you guys can save. That's, like I said, that's the most important part. If you can do sales, then hopefully this training still helped you out. But if you aren't comfortable with sales, or even if you are comfortable with sales, but you want to work on the business, not in the business, I recommend you hire a salesperson anyway. So that way you save, an hour, 30-minute to an hour phone call with these leads, and then you just have the salesperson close the leads for you. And as soon as I did this, guys, believe that this is how I grew my agency from $1,000 to $2,000 a month to $6,000 to $8,000 a month, $5,000 to $8,000 a month, almost six-figure agency. Like I said, we have 2 more leads coming up that I'm not hopping on the call with. I'm having my buddy, my salesperson, my call dude, get on the call, and he's gonna try to and close the lead for me. So yeah, guys, that's the alternative. So powerful. Work on the business if you are comfortable, regardless. And if you're not uncomfortable, look for a salesperson, pay them commission based, negotiate 20 to 30 to 40%, whatever it is, per sale, one time payment. And, since we are offering a high ticket service, $1,000 to $3,000, that they're making a lot of money in a 30-minute to 1 hour phone call, guys, making a couple $100. Yeah, guys, so that's really powerful. That's what's helped me really grow my agency, is that I don't have to stress on hopping on calls with leads. I can just focus on the business. All right, so it's okay. It's okay if you, after everything you've tried and the prospect still doesn't want to move forward. You should be, and this is how you're going to be detaching your emotions from prospect clients that don't want to move forward with you. They don't want to sign on with you. Right? And and how you're going to do that is you should be having so much volume and activity in new leads coming in for your business that if even that one prospect, one new lead, they don't want to move forward with you, then they're going to be the ones that are actually going to be missing out. So even if, they like, hey, after all the follow-ups and stuff, they don't want to move forward with you, it's okay, because you have all these other leads and prospects that you're generating for your business, and that doesn't even matter. So if you haven't already, watch the video where I teach you guys how to generate leads for your business, so that way you can detach your emotions from your prospects that don't want to move forward with you. Because I was in a situation where I was like, all right, I'm going to close this prospect. Every time we had a new lead come in, all right, this is it right here. We got to close it. And when I don't close it, I'm like, damn, man, I just lost money on that. And it's like, damn, when is my next lead coming in, right? So lead generation is so powerful. Focus on that system right there. Have that system set up so that way you're generating so much prospects that one lead that doesn't move forward, it doesn't even matter. All right, it doesn't even affect your business. And then remember, at the end of the day, you want to sign on new clients that you, the owner, feels would be a good fit for your business just as much as theirs, right, guys? So if you don't feel like they're a good fit for you, don't sign them on. And all right, guys, so craft your script. Every niche is going to be a little different, but the process still stays the same to closing your prospects. So hopefully the process that we went over today, what I taught you guys, is super, super helpful. Take them through that funnel, right? Build that bridge from their current situation to where they want to be, and then trust issues. Close that gap, right, of mistrust, and that's how you're going to close your client, right? So the steps here was, step number 1 was to build rapport. Step number 2 is understand their current situation and where they want to go, so that way you can craft the bridge for them to see. Gather pain points and intel, so that way you can craft your service to meet their pain points, so that way they see that your service is the only thing for them, right? And then Lastly, or frame your service to be their only solution. And lastly, close the deal, guys. Cool, 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 cool. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it. Follow the journey. Hopefully this video, I'm pretty tired from this is a long video. I'm tired, guys. I'm tired. Let me guess. Follow the journey, man. Comment their that's how tired I am, guys. My eyes getting tired. Comment the journey if you stayed until the end of this video, so I know who's really with me on this journey. It's really cool when I see people, you know, like I said, we're at a whopping 43 subscribers, so I appreciate every single one of you guys. Comment below. Let me know who you guys are, where you guys are from, whatever it is, man. I wanna get to know you guys. I really do. I really do. Subscribe, share the channel. I'm trying to grow my channel. Like and comment what video I should make next. I'm really gonna try to make 2 to 3 videos a week. Links are all gonna be in the description. Facebook group, Facebook page, Instagram. Follow it. My YouTube channel. Yeah, guys, follow the journey. Like I said, comment the journey if you guys are really following the journey. It's I would really appreciate you guys subscribe, drop a like, thumbs up, whatever. And comment what video I should make next, guys. Like I said, I'm really trying to make 2-3 videos a week. This is a lot, guys. I get so tired, but you know, I'm gonna need your guys' help on what type of content I should make. Yeah, guys, I think that's pretty much it. I know it's a long one, but I know it's a good one. All right, guys. Hope I'll see y'all in the next video, man. Peace.